What is up? What is up? What is up, everybody? It is Phil Nagy on Sports, joining you here, making this video maybe an hour and a half after Ohio State loses to Indiana in the Big Ten Championship game in real life, which again, if you've heard me talk for a while, I think is actually a good thing, and it was a glorified exhibition game, and whether or not he made them lose or just allowed them to lose, I think Ryan Day is actually kind of secretly happy that it happened to this team, try to get them refocused before the playoffs. Anyway, that's my crazy conspiracy theory, and it's my YouTube channel, so I can say what I want on it, I guess. So, very quickly, let's take a recap. Again, even force winning every single outcome of every ACC, Big Ten, Big 12, and SEC game, and even some of the American games to get Tulane to win the American. The bracket is not going to be the same as what it is in real life, but let's take a quick look at what it is going to look like here as we wrap up our season. So, more love to the 12-1 Georgia Bulldogs than the 13-0 Indiana Hoosiers, which is crazy. So Georgia's the 1 seed, Indiana the 2, Ohio State just drops to the 3, and then Oregon is the 4 at 11-1. Interesting choice for them. Then you're going to have Tulane and Texas Tech, Notre Dame, Miami, so the two teams that were fighting to get in are actually going to play each other. And then Texas is going to sneak in against Ole Miss. And then BYU sneaks in also against Oklahoma. So a couple of teams that definitely aren't going to make it in real life are making it. So anyway, this is what the Nagy on Sports one looks like for now, which is kind of fun, kind of interesting if you're into that kind of thing. Let's look at some season stats for the Buckeyes here in our sim season. Julian Sayin, 335 for 469, 71% completion, 4,400 yards, 50 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. Keenholz threw for 111 yards and 2 touchdowns. St. Clair and Brick Handler did not get into the game. Donaldson was the leading carrier of the football. He also had 1,000 yards on 188 carries, 12 touchdowns. Bo Jackson, $120 for 802 yards and 10 touchdowns in the season. James Peoples, 52 carries, 295 and 5 touchdowns. Julian Sayin ended with 124 positive rushing yards and 2 touchdowns as well. Remember, they take sack yardages out of receivers. Both Innes and Jeremiah Smith with 80 catches, 1,298 yards for Jeremiah Smith, only 14 TDs. How about Brandon Innes, 80 for 99 and 15 touchdowns. Parnell Tate, 50 catches, 79 and 12 touchdowns. So the three-headed monster, very, very talented receivers at the top. Max Clear, 47, 624, and 3 touchdowns. Then you have Mylan Graham, Quincy Porter, Bo Jackson, Bryson Rogers, etc., etc., etc. Leading tackler, Arvell Reese. He won the Buckeyes, by the way. We'll show those awards in a minute. 77 tackles, which he might win in real life, too. So there you go. 71 for Lorenzo Styles. There's Matthews as well, who won the Jim Thorpe Award, which is kind of crazy. 62 tackles from McLean. Then there's Upanosin, Caleb Downs, Sonny Styles, Caden Curry, McDonald now on the line. Leading sacker for this team, Caden Curry. That feels right. 9.5, 9 for Houston, 7 for Jackson. 4.5 for Caden McDonald, 3 for Josh Mickens. There's Arvell Reese with 3, Bo Atkinson, etc. Interceptions, 6 for Jermaine Matthews, part of the reason that he won the Thorpe Award. 4 for Styles, 3 for Reese, 3 for the other Styles, 3 for Igbenogson, 2 for Caleb Downs in this one. So that's what Ohio State's sim statistics looked like. As mentioned, let's look at some of those awards. Your Heisman winner from Georgia Tech, Haynes King, beats out Johnny Mateer, Jade Mayava, Kevin Jennings, and Julian Sayin as well. So Haynes King's from Georgia Tech is the one who wins the Heisman in our sim season. Pretty wild. Let's look at the other ones. Maxwell Award, Haynes King as well. You can see Sayin and Jeremiah Smith both finishing top 10 for that one. Walter Camp, also Haynes King. Bear Bryant Coach of the Year, obviously Kurt Signetti winning it. I think he'll probably win that in real life as well. Davey O'Brien Award, Quarterback of the Year goes to Johnny Mateer. There's Julian Sayin, 3rd in that voting. Mendoza right there at 5th. Chuck Bednarik, Best Defensive Player. Ruben Bain, a pass rusher from Miami. Also the other pass rusher from Miami. That's wild. Messidor. And then look at this. Edric Houston, Reese Matthews, and Lorenzo Styles Jr. all in the top 9. This very talented defense. The Nagurski for the best, another defensive player. That's the same 2 edge rushers. And then Houston and Reese. Thorpe Award goes to Matthews, who beats out 2 of his teammates as well. Wild stat there. Doak Walker goes to Mark Fletcher from Miami. Keyshawn Owens from Florida International, and then Isaac Brown from Louisville, your top 3. On that list, Romello Brinson beats out Jeremiah Smith. So the kid from SMU, interesting. 83 overall, beats out Jeremiah Smith for Linda Coughlin. Caleb Douglas, transfer to Texas Tech. Dylan Bell from Georgia. There's Brandon Miss down there as well. Lombardi Award for the best defensive lineman. Again, the 2 edge rushers, and then Edric Houston, and then Kid Curry right there. Senior quarterback Hayes King, Trinidad Chambliss, Byram Brown, Braylon Braxton, and Baron Morton, who's had a very good season for Texas Tech. Edge rusher of the year, Still Bain, Messidor, Caden Curry. Outland Trophy for the interior offensive lineman Jaden Roberts from Alabama wins it. Then Logan Jones, Vega Ione, White, and Pregnon from Georgia. Or Pregnant, I don't know how you say it, to be honest. Mackey Award for tight end of the year, Eli Raridon from Notre Dame wins it. You can see there Claire finishes 6th in the voting for that. The Broyles Award for the best assistant goes to Mike Shanahan and Brant Haynes, who are apparently the fake, I'm not sure if those are real or fake OCs or DCs. Some of them are real, some of them are not. Like Brian Hartline is real, for instance. He's not going to be the offensive coordinator for long, but he is for now. Arvell Reese wins the Buckeyes. That's kind of fun, beating out CJ Allen, Chad Banks. Kyle Lewis, Rubington goes to Logan Jones. You can see there's Hinsman 9th in the voting. Groza goes to a guy named Placencia from San Diego State. Great guy, Max Morgan from Liberty. The Jet Award for the best special teams returner is Jaden Moore from Duke. And the Sean Alexander Award for the best freshman goes to Drew Mestermaker, the North Texas quarterback. Bear Bachmeyer, the BYU quarterback, right behind him. Let's see, how is Julian Say not on this list? There's Bo Jackson finishing on that list. Wild. Anyway, those are our awards. And last but certainly not least, it is National Signing Day. So we will see early signing day, and so let's see what kind of haul I was able to get for us moving into the future. So, signed 2 quarterbacks, the number 3 and the number 6, both 5-star guys, both dual threat guys with good size, 6'2" and 6'3". I signed the number 7 running back. Running back, there was no 5-star running backs. They were all 4 stars. And then I'm still in a battle with this guy as well. I kind of picked him up late because it said I needed another running back, frankly. Wide receivers, I picked up 4 and they're all 5 stars. So how about that? The number 4, the number 5, the number 1, and the number 3 wide receiver in the class, all 5 stars. And De Beers got the gem on him too, so he's going to be a good player. I picked up the number 1 tight end in the class. That's fun. I picked up the number 1, the number 2, and the number 3 offensive right tackles in the class. We'll definitely be changing one of them to left. Pick up the number 4 guard in the class. There were no 5-star guards. I picked up the number 2 and the number 3 center in the class. This guy's an athlete, so I suppose we could put him anywhere in the interior offensive line if we wanted to. I picked up the number 1 and the number 2 edge rushers, both 5-star kids as well. I pick up the number 1 and the number 2 defensive tackles, both 5-star kids. I pick up the number 2 outside linebacker, and I'm in a position battle with the number 1 outside linebacker with Clemson, so that'll still go on to the offseason. I should be able to nab him. I pick up the number 4 cornerback, but he's actually the only 5-star cornerback with the gem, so I think he could end up being a little bit better, bump and run. And the number 1 strong safety as well. Picked up the best kicker in the game, and I picked up technically not the best punter, but he had the gold, the green gem, so he'll actually be better than the guy who was quote-unquote number 1. So that is the class. Is the 2 athletes again, the center and technically the tight end is an athlete, but we're probably going to keep him at tight end. So that's a look at what we did in recruiting. 25 guys in the class, and we'll be able to kind of fill in any gaps that we need if any portal randos leave. So one more time to look at the bracket, and then we will get out of here again. I believe there is a game mode that allows me to do the actual college football playoff bracket, so if that's the case, then I might load that up just because people are going to want to have it be realistic. But obviously I will play the playoff out to its conclusion and try to get the real champion in there. Because this will be the sim season that we take on into the future with that really good recruiting class that I just showed you. So we'll be excited to get that one going. That won't start until January, of course, when the college football playoff comes to an end, and then we'll jump right into the new season with our off-season Buckeyes. All right, guys, I appreciate you joining me here for a few minutes. Again, we can debrief more on it later, but I'm actually totally okay with the Ohio State outcome. And again, I'm not going to go all the way out to say that Ryan Day made it happen and or allowed it to happen, but it certainly felt like he was trying to get his guys' attention, and he knew that a loss in a glorified exhibition game, which didn't really matter, and they're going to drop to maybe the 2, no further than the 3 seed. They'll still get a bye, but they're not going to have to play a rematch against Indiana, I would guess, until the national championship. Again, that's just a hunch. We'll see what happens tomorrow. So, all right, take care of yourselves. Have a good one, and we'll talk soon. Go Bucks, and go Browns.